And you know there's some rivalry.
No, that one is big. As long as you have no problem.
You have no problem.
Small team.
No, they told me. That is where I was staying.
Hey.
And my match was there.
Hey, are you the one match Commissaire Tusker?
Yeah.
Because we need to use Tusker guys here.
And Tusker guys was there. If you are playing in both Arab, the best hotel will have been the one near the stadium. People were doing the best. Actually, most teams there, when they are playing there, they go and stay there.
That's
Inside the stadium.
the most popular stadium now. Right?
That is very big and good one. Yes, please. No, you never can. No, me and we get him. We are playing Bandar. We just make it in this one. Make it in this one. Just the few go make we are getting this one. Yes.
Come on. I came to see you in the hotel. You are not there.
Welcome once again to Barifa Stadium, and this is where we're having the interesting game coming right up next. The Kongolo or the Arua Hill Sports Club team taking on the URA, the tax collectors, and that's one of the biggest things someone would be asking right now. But of course, it's one of the big games that is the Uganda Premier League. This is the 5th game in the Uganda Premier League, and out of this is a game that is to be played behind closed doors. As I talk right now, there is no fan that is being allowed to come at of course Barifa Stadium. Just like seeing those, if you look at the home game, this is by the way the second time that the team is playing its home game. Now, right now, if you look at, even though penetrating through the gate is very hard, including even the journalists, you come and instead, if you look at outside the perimeter fence, that is where the journalists are seated, and most of the journalists who are allowed to enter this pitch are those who are photographers and of course the cameramen who are allowed to access the perimeter fence, and of course the group A or the perimeter fence in there, but the rest are watching through outside, and that is where you're going to be seeing. Now, it's one of the biggest things someone will be asking why of course this has come in there, but it's because if you look at the derby, it had very, very many people that came around, and you did see even one of the part behind me that got broken, and that breakage was one thing. But of course, as I talk, Barifa is full to its normal, and the perimeter fence are now fixed even more stronger than before, and it is one thing that somebody will want to know how far with this statement. Now, looking at the team itself, the two teams have got warm-ups, they have got everything. Arua Hill Sports Club have made two changes from the previous game. Remember, Alfred Leko didn't start for, that is Arua Hill, in the other game that they went to Mbarara City, but this time around, Alfred Leko, Sekamate, and of course the man by the names of Alan Mugalo also comes in the team, and these are some of the changes that have come through in there for the game that is to take place today. But of course, reports, just like did say yesterday, or reports like we gave you yesterday, that of course some key players will also still be missing this game. One of them is of course the captain. I'm talking about Toha Rashid. He is not going to be in the game, and that is still one thing that is there. So a lot of things are expected. Very many boys are also on that line, and we are expecting very big. But of course, those are some of the few changes with the Arua Hill Sports Club, as of course URA also have the return of that is Stephen Dezo Mukwala, who is one of that is the key players. Last season you watched him, and he had a lot that he put for them at the back of the net. Recently, in the recent concluded game, you saw the West Nile Bone, I'm talking about Bang Cromwell, also getting so much good of getting into a brace for himself in that game, and he is another man expected to play in this game. A couple of names, talk about the likes of Shafik Kuchi Kajimu, the captain of the team. He is also available for selection, and we'll be waiting to see how exactly the team will be performing. The game is just a few minutes from now, and that is one big thing we're expecting. The game is coming up next, but of course, stay hooked, West Nile TV, and my name is Owen Ezaga, reporting right from Barifa Stadium. Just like you've seen there, that is two, and of course the coaches coming in there, Charles Livingston Babazi, for that is the team of Arua Hill Sports Club. But of course, at the same time, the players are already getting in for their moments yet again. Let's wait and see.